Hi, today I have something very interesting. This is a Cone Aircraft Landing Portable Airfield Perimeter Alarm Sensors, so this permits to detect an intrusion in a military airport, I guess. I bought that thing about 1 year ago. I paid that thing £150, but now the price is reduced. You can get that thing for £70, so I think it's a bargain for that price. Some of them are still available from the UK seller. On the front there is an on-off selector. There is a selector for the selection of the record message. There is a mains input for the battery charging. There are two 7 segments display, the microphone input. And there is a selector from 1 to 16. And there is a sub-D connector for the programming of something. You can see on the top of that thing the sensors. First I will do a teardown of that thing, and after I will try to get it working, and I will see if I can use it for an alarm for my house in the garden. It is possible to remove the top sensor. There is a sub-D connector, you can see the sticker. This thing was manufactured by Sensor Electronics. So we can see an electronic board, quite large. It's actually from that point here to the top of the front panel. So let's have a look on the rear side. So we can see on the bottom the charger, and we can see here the radio module. There is a small antenna here. Let's have a look on the sensor. Okay, we can see the optical sensor. This battery is totally dead. I have measured a voltage of 4.5 volts across the two terminals here. I will desolder these two wires and I will connect this unit to a power supply. Okay, I have connected this thing to a power supply of 12 volts, and as you can see, this thing works. The spectrum analyzer is connected to this probe. This is a HAMEG HJ530. Two consecutive signals are fed to the antenna. The carrier frequency depends actually on the position of this knob. This one here, in positions 4 to 16, the frequency is exactly 410 MHz. The frequency is a little bit different in positions 1, 2 and 3. So let's try the position 1. So in position 1 the frequency is 411.41 MHz. In position 2, 411.52 MHz. And in position 3, 411.62 MHz. I think that the information is transmitted twice in order to have a redundancy. So let's have a look on the electronic board. Okay, we have a better view of the main board. The main part is on the top here. So this is the speech processor actually from OKI. And this is the datasheet of that thing. You can see the static memories which are connected to this part. The messages are stored into these memories. That means that if the power supply is disconnected, you lose all your messages. Apart from that, there are several logic ICs, 4000 series CMOS. We can see here some analog ICs. This is TLC 27, this is an op-amp, CMOS op-amp. There is an LM2902. So this is a 7663 from Harris. And there is a TLC 3704. There is also here an ULN 2004. So this is a transistor array. And you can see, so this seems to be a photo transistor or something here. No, it is something else. You can see it is very strange. This is maybe a shock detector in order to activate also the alarm if there is a movement of that thing. This is the transceiver. You can see the label. This one was manufactured by Nabishi. The model number is 901U. And on the bottom there is probably a battery which should be connected here. So what I will do is that I will replace this transceiver by a GSM module. This will permit to send a message to my mobile phone in case of intrusion in my garden. And this will be much better than using a transceiver. And I don't know how to remove that thing. It seems that we need to bend something here. Okay, something like that. As you can see, this thing was tested in 92. So there is an adapter board, as you can see. So there is nothing special on that board. There are here a quad NAND gate with Schmitt trigger input. And this is the 4066, so this is a quad analog switch. So nothing exciting on that board. So on that thing there are different mirrors. You can see one flat mirror here. There is another one here. And the third one which is curved here. So maybe we can remove the mirror assembly. Okay, so this thing is broken. Okay, we can see in details this sensor. So there is a reference written on it. Let me see. So this is something from Hyman. The reference is LHI 958. Apart from that, we can see this IC FST-2. This is a proprietary marking. This is maybe a microcontroller, but I don't know. And there is a read relay here. This is a mirror assembly. That's all for today. In a future video, I will try to replace the transceiver module by a GSM module. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.